10 News Weather Authority from the JES Weather Center.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm meteorologist Edward Shaw. Gusty winds really taking hold today as we have a little bit of that low pressure system remnant starting to exit the coast, which is going to bring in some of those winds behind it. As for what we see later in the week, still a little windy at times, but a tad warmer tomorrow before we start calming down until those weekend rain chances arrive later on down the pipeline. As for what we're seeing right now, temperatures largely in the 60s, further to the east of 81, and then you go further to the west into the New River Valley. You're seeing areas like Blacksburg and Pulaski in the 50s, as well as areas further into the highlands. So overall, a pretty typical November day here in southwest and central Virginia. But as we go into the next few days, it's going to get a little bit warmer. You can see we're further to the east, what's left of that system churning further away from the shore. And the system brought in a few showers into our region earlier this morning, but has since dissipated and completely exited our area. However, we're still going to see some winds from that storm. We go into about 1-2 p.m. later on, getting up into the 60s. But then, again, we have that time change, so the sun's going to be setting a lot earlier, and that ends up with us cooling down a lot earlier as well. We drop into the 40s here overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning before we get back up into the mid-60s here tomorrow. So overall, another pretty nice day, and that continues later on into Wednesday morning as well, when winds start to eventually calm down just a little bit. Highs for today, Roanoke about 64, Blacksburg at 60, Lynchburg 67, South Boston 66, and Covington at 63. Could see a few areas in the New River Valley getting up into the 50s for highs, but not anything too unusual. Now going into the next few days, we're right on average for this time of year today. We go into tomorrow, getting a little bit warmer, and then that continues into Wednesday as well, where we're going to be up to about 68 degrees for your high temperature. 65 for Thursday, and then we do the same thing again on Friday. So overall, a little bit of a warmer than average week by the time we wrap up, but there's going to be a series of cold fronts that move through that end up dropping our temperatures rather significantly back into the upper 50s and low 60s throughout the area come early next week. Tomorrow is election day, and if you do still need to get your vote out, you're going to notice that we do have quite a bit when it comes to nice temperatures and overall nice conditions. So if you end up needing to wait in line at all tomorrow, don't worry about the weather. It's going to be nice. It's going to be fine. If you're going early in the morning, maybe grab a jacket. But outside of that, we're going to be looking quite fine. Temperatures in the 60s here in the afternoon. And remember, polls close tomorrow afternoon and evening, or tomorrow evening, not afternoon. Tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. So as for the next 7 days, what can we expect? Well, quite nice conditions. Plenty of sunshine Monday through Thursday, and honestly, most of Friday appears like it's going to be nice too. However, we go into the evening Friday night and into early Saturday morning, we're going to start seeing rain chances tick up as another cold front moves through. That's why we drop from 66 to 61 Saturday and Sunday. But happy overall, we're going into this first full week in November, Election Day tomorrow, and then we have our Virginia Veterans Parade coming up later on this weekend. So hoping that we stay quite dry for that, but Election Day looks like it's going to be dry.